What's up, fellas? So got some good old reaction videos for you guys. As you guys come in, make sure you hit the like button. Now, I know I got some new subscribers over here. And I know you thinking to yourself, but what if I don't like the video? Y'all guys tell them in the comments what to do when they don't like the video. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell them anyway. Like it any goddamn way. God damn it. Let's go, boys. Let's get into this.
Because I put a post up about how when you meet a guy, they want to keep texting you every day consecutively. And I mean, you meet them today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. All they want to say is good morning.
Well, see, I'm actually old enough to remember when you got to know women over the phone and not on $200 dinner dates. See, I know that's the thing. Women done burnt that up. Ladies, the free meals are over. Okay? Now, this woman here, she looks like she's in her late 20s, give or take, maybe early 30s, late 20s. So maybe she missed that era of, 2013, 2014. Maybe at that point she was like in high school or something, right? This was at the height of the day naps thing, where every guy basically was giving women $200 dinner dates, or at least $100 dinner date on the first date. And women were just going on different dinner dates every day. And guys, a lot of guys wouldn't get second dates, wasting money. And women carried on like that from like 2010, maybe, because that's when Facebook and MySpace, and then it started. And I think the first day now was Tag, right? One of the first ones I saw was Tag, Tagged, right? And then that opened up Plenty of Fish and Match. And so women had like a good, I don't know, maybe a good 10-year run from maybe 2010 to 2020, maybe, to where women were just having their fun with them dates. Around the COVID, I think I can say COVID now. I don't know. Maybe you still can't say it. I don't know. But around COVID, things started to change. Men just started to get burnt out on it. And so now you see a lot of women crying on the internet wanting dates again. And men like, what you doing? So I'm here to let y'all know what you're doing has come from. The women in the generation before you, because 16 years ago, this woman can't be no more than 30, I don't suppose. So she probably was in middle school when this stuff first started, right? Well, now you got to pay the price for what those women did. Those women burnt it to the ground, and now you got to pay the price.
Beautiful. Thank you. What you doing? I'm about to go to work. Then at the end of the business day, they want to say, how was your day? Monday was good. It was good today. It was good yesterday. Every day that God wakes me up is a good day. It's fucking annoying. It has no intention behind it. It's no motion, because you're not asking, can we take you out? Do you want to go out? Plan a date. So that shit gets played out.
Let me ask you this, guys. Women getting on the internet crying like this, they almost tell you their intentions. Like if it's really about getting to know somebody, right? I can get to know you over the phone. So is it about getting to know somebody, or is it about you getting your dates? Now I'm gonna tell y'all guys why this is such a big issue with women. The reason it's a big issue is because with the way prices are with everything now, they can't afford to take themselves out. Or they probably never have been. Women spend all their money on wigs and makeup and, all the other stuff to try to attract, but then they don't have no money left to spend, right? And so they need you for the entertainment part, because without the men, they pretty much stuck in the house. So that's why it's such a big issue with them. But ask her, do she got $200 to take a dude out? Even if you somewhere cheap, right? I understand you might be somewhere cheap. So even $100 is all relative. So even if it's $100, it matters. People work all day for $100. Ain't nobody got time to spend $100 on a woman you ain't gonna never see again.
Like Pinky in the brain. Pinky asking the brain every day, what you doing? Trying to take over the world. The same thing they was doing yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. And y'all think y'all doing shit.
See, guys, I know a lot of you guys did not click on this video to get some financial advice, but I'm going to give it to you anyway because I love it, okay? In the financial sector, we have this thing called a correction, right? So basically, guys, that's when the market can go all the way up or all the way down, right? Crazy, right? And then it'll go the opposite way. So if it go all the way up, it can come down, it's called a correction. If it go all the way down, it can come up, it's called a correction. Well, basically, women are having a correction. So when the day naps first started, what ended up happening was when men would get in contact with women, women would get bombarded with messages, right? And so what men started doing was offering better bids to get on that date. And that's how all this got started, right? So you would get on there, you would meet an attractive woman. She's got 3,000 messages. So you trying to stand out to get her on a date. So you offering the 5-star restaurant. Another guy, he trying, I'm going to take you to Paris. And another guy, I'm going to buy you a private plane. So you got men bidding, trying to get you on a date because the women are getting bombarded with matches, right? Now we having a correction. Men are not bidding like that, right? You see how she's even entertaining this, what you're doing, and she's complaining about it? That's because nobody else is offering to take her out because she would just stop responding to this guy. So we're having a correction now. There's not this swarm of guys on the day naps offering to take you to the 5-star restaurant no more. So it's called a correction. I know y'all guys didn't click on the video for that, but thought I'd tell y'all about it.
By saying, oh, you 35, between the ages of 35 and 40, and you still single, you must be the problem. No. In life, we have options. I choose standards. I choose reciprocation. I'm looking for mutual. I need to be prioritized. The same as I would you. Don't get that wrong, because a lot of the stuff I said went over your head. Y'all took it as if I'm saying we don't want a good morning message. I want a good morning message every day because consistency is also key. If I'm in a relationship with you, yes, give me.
Damn, I gotta feed you and goddamn text you. Good. Yeah, listen, you gotta pick one or the other now. If I'm texting, then you ain't getting no food. And if you're getting food, you ain't getting no texts. God, you don't get all of it now. You gotta pick one or the other. Either I'm gonna feed you or I'm gonna text you. You don't get both. All right, so goddamn, calm that shit down.
Some consistency, and we don't live together. We're not waking up next to each other every day. Yeah, send me good morning. I'm going to beat you to it sometimes. That's not what I was saying. You're acting like boys. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Like, replay the video. And then, half of y'all that's in the comments talking about us being single, y'all in relationships, and y'all fucking miserable. I dare not get into no relationship and be miserable like y'all. And y'all girlfriends is fucking ugly. So I know you wish you could text somebody like myself or all the beautiful women in the comments good morning. Bye, boy. Because that's what you is. You ain't doing nothing to separate yourself from a boy and a man. So you're a boy. So.
But she ain't doing nothing to separate herself from the other women to make you want to court her. So it goes both ways.
Bye, boy.
You're an average woman and you want to know how you get a high status man? Okay, I'll teach you in just 5 steps. Step 1, you can't. Sorry, but you can't. So there's no need to go over all the other steps, but hold on, let me tell you why. A high status man, he has options and real options.
I don't know if y'all guys remember that episode where Kevin Samuels told that woman, she said, you don't think I can get what do you think I can do to get a high value man? He said, be reincarnated. And you can't get one. That's basically what she just said. And unfortunately, she's correct. The most, if you're an average looking woman, the most you can get out of a high status man is a wham bam thank you man. He's not going to stick around because he's going to have better options than you. Most high value men won't even give you a wham bam thank you ma'am, to be quite honest with you. They won't. They won't even do that.
He's not choosing based on your standards. He's choosing based on your value. So when you say stuff like, I need a man making over $500,000 a year, or I have high standards, or I'm just thinking about my future. You have some questions to answer yourself. Are you fit, or are you working on it? Are you young, or are you trying to compete with a 20-something-year-old using Botox and filler?
If you want a high value man, high status man, whatever you want to call it, it ain't no nothing working on nothing. High value, high status men don't date off potential. Either you the finished product now or you're not. So you need to reapply in the spring. It don't work no date off potential. High value men don't date off potential. If you're like gorgeous women, don't date off potential. High status men don't date off potential. Either you is or you ain't.
Are you feminine and submissive? Or are you loud, combative, and allergic to being led? Do you like to cook, or do you hate it? Do you bring peace, or do you bring problems, mood swings, and tests to see if he really loves you? Because men at that level, they invest in beauty, peace, and a woman who makes life feel lighter and easier. And if you bring kids from another man into the equation, your chances are even smaller, honey. I'm sorry. So what the hell happened? Average women.
The kids can be all right if he has kids, right? A lot of high value men, high status men, they're going to be older men. And so say you have a 48, 50-year-old high value man who has 3 kids from a previous marriage or something like that. He probably would prefer a woman with kids also, unless he's dating very, very young, because he probably done with that stage, right? So there is hope for women who have kids who want a high value man. You just have to find you one that has kids and don't want any more kids, because more than likely, if you get like a 50-year-old high value man and say hypothetically say he wants a 30-year-old attractive woman, or maybe even younger, I don't know, just depends on what he go for, and he has 2 or 3 kids from a previous marriage or something, I guarantee you he's probably done with that stage. I'm not saying it's impossible, but he's probably done with that stage in his life. He probably like, listen, I done the school plays and all this, that, and other. So if you're a woman that want a high value man and you got kids, you just got to go older. So that's what I would tell you. You got to go get your older man who got kids already.
Men used to go for average men, solid men, hardworking men, and loyal men with character. Now, a lot of average women want the top dog while refusing to become a top woman themselves. That is not high standards. That is high entitlement. That is why you're still single. That is why you're getting older. And that is why you keep asking.
I can't help but when I see this to wonder is if this woman is talking about herself, right? Like, has she went through this, right? Because like this is an average looking woman, right? Do she want a construction worker? Do any of y'all guys think she want a construction worker? Do any of y'all guys think she wants a plumber? So a lot of these women, they get on here and they get his advice, and then you got to ask yourself, okay, all right, so let's see your man. What does he do for a living, right? Now I could be wrong. This woman could have been married for 20 years. I don't know her, whatever. I just saw a video on TikTok, so I could be completely wrong. This woman could be with the same guy, 25 years, 3 kids. Who knows? I don't know. But a lot of these women, they be on here who be trying to pander to the men and stuff like this right here. A lot of them don't even take their own goddamn advice. A lot of them don't even take their own advice. They don't even do what they say.
Where are all the men? Where did they go? Honey, they're everywhere. Take a look around. They're on construction sites, doing electrical work, and they're working the double shifts. And guess what? Those men, they would treat you like a damn queen, but you are stuck in fantasy land. You think you have the same chance as a sweet, feminine 20-something-year-old who looks like a model? I'm sorry, but no, give me a break. Your prince might not be dressed in Italian designer suits every day. He might be in work boots, covered in dust, looking for a...
On one, I'm going to be honest with you guys. On one hand, I understand what she's saying. On the other hand, you know, I understand what the women are saying. And basically it's like this. Okay, let's say you're an average guy, right? Let's say you're an average guy. Would you rather keep trying to build yourself up and get the woman you like, or just settle for the average woman? Honestly, if you're an average guy, you're 5 or 6. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's hypothetically say, we know this ain't true, but let's hypothetically say, for whatever reason, I just couldn't attract no attractive woman, right? No 8, 9s, or 10s, right? For whatever reason, every 8, 9, or 10 I go up to rejected me. And so this leads me to say, okay, I got a choice. I can downgrade and say, okay, well, for whatever reason, I can't attract no more 8, 9s, or 10s. Guys, before I started going after the 5, 6, and 7, I would become the jerk-off champion of the world. I just would stay single. I would, guys, listen, if for whatever reason, I don't care, guys, you think I'm lying. If I couldn't attract the women that I want, I would rather just jerk off. I would rather rub a soul on my goddamn dick than to goddamn get with me an average goddamn woman, as far as my girlfriend. Now, everybody get a little tipsy every now and then, you know. Everybody look cute in the club, dark, a couple drinks. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with Big Susie, long as nobody see. We get that. Everybody slip every now and then. Everybody wake up one morning and be like, what the hell was I thinking? Everybody had that. Everybody, y'all remember that movie, More Money, where Marlon Wayans wake up that old ugly woman? I think that was his sister in real life. I can't remember, but I don't know if that was his sister in real life playing like a date. I don't know. But anyway, everybody done had one of those where she looked good that night, and then how many of y'all got a girl number in the club, and then you went to see her and you like, what the hell? Everybody look good in the club. And but the point where I'm trying to make, guys, is this right here. On one hand, I get she's right. Average women should be with average men. That's logical, makes sense. On the other hand, I see what the women are saying. I'd rather stay single than to be with a man who can't make my life better. Because hell would freeze over before I go get with an average woman, even if that's all I could get. I'd rather stay single. I would rather jerk off. Honestly, I would. A lot of you guys say, well, AMS, something better than that. No, hell, that is nothing. That is nothing. I'd rather jerk off the hot women on porn than to goddamn be with old average woman, old ugly average ass woman. That's me. So I know a lot of you guys might feel different, say, hey, something better than that, this, that, and other. I don't know, but that's me. Listen, a lot of you guys, before the self-improvement movement, you could have got some type of women, right? You couldn't get the women you wanted, right? So like a lot of guys saying they was incels, this, that, and other. Okay, but the real issue was a lot of men just couldn't get the women they wanted. So they was just like, men would rather be incels than to be with a fucking big old fat ugly woman. It wasn't that men couldn't get nobody, they just couldn't get the women they wanted. So that's how I feel about that. And a lot of you guys did the self-improvement so you can attract the women you want. There are always some big 300-pound women. Guys, you can watch my 600-pound life right now, and you notice most of those women, I say at least 75% of them, have a man. So it's always somebody for you. You just got to want them.
Woman who's actually worth committing to, but you're too blind to see.
What does a 40-year-old man have in common with a 26-year-old woman?
Should we tell her, guys? Should we tell her? They both in their prime. A 40-year-old man is just entering his prime, and a 26-year-old woman is in her prime. I would still say she's in her prime. I think a woman prime years probably like 18 to maybe about 26. About 18 to 25, 26 as far as beauty, right? 18 about 25 or 26. So she's on the tail end of her beauty, on her prime, but they both in a prime. A 40-year-old man with a 40-year-old woman, unless she, really took care of herself, that's not a good trade. That's not a good trade at all. A 40-year-old man who just, he finally got them discovered himself. A lot of men don't even become millionaires. Most of it come from, the stock market and stuff like that, right? Even if you don't make a lot of money. If you're a man and you start investing at 21, even if you don't make a lot of money, you could be a millionaire from the stock market. If you did an employer's match, by the time you get 40, 45, you'd be a millionaire. Even if you don't make a lot of money, even if you make about $60,000 a year, you'd be a millionaire. Sometimes a couple of million if you start investing early enough. So they in their prime. So he don't want no ugly ass woman. That's what it is. And a 26-year-old woman don't want no 26-year-old man. He ain't there yet. He gotta work on the kinks on out. Now I know we have some outliers and stuff like that, but by and large, a 26-year-old man still out there. I was sleeping on my sister's couch at 26.
I need somebody to help me with this because I don't know. Like, I'm really trying to understand what a 40-year-old man has in common with a 25, 26-year-old.
I just told her. She ain't listening, guys. She ain't listening. They in a prime. All right, guys. So I'm going to stop it right there. Hope you guys learned something. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and I'm out.